Welcome to qnawire. Welcome to qnawire.
All right, so I see that you need help with this question. And so it says using the R-Studio, using the body temperature text data set, create a scatter plot for the body temperature by heart rate. Describe the pattern and comment on the possible relationship between the two variables. So here is the scatter plot for the body temperature by heart rate. So we have the heart rate down below and the body temperature. So I'm just going to write that here. So this is your heart rate, is your x-axis, and temperature is your y-axis. And it is a positive correlation. And here is your equation that goes with it. But it wants you to describe the pattern and comment on the possible relationship between the two variables. So as the heart rate increases, the temperature tends to increase. It is a weak positive association. Okay, it is a very weak positive association. Okay, and then the next thing it asks, finally create box plots of body temperatures for men and women separately. Which one tends to be higher? Which one has a higher dispersion? So the one that tends to be higher, is obviously the male heart rate, but because it has an outlier. But also, this is at 100.5, and then this is 101.5. And then this one is like, we'll say about 100.8, and this is 100. And the woman's temperature, however, the lower temperature is a little bit higher than the male temperature. So the male does tend to be higher than the female as far as the range goes. So the male has a higher dispersion because it varies more. Dispersion, because it does vary more. So then the correlation coefficient, I got to give you that too. And let me just erase this part so I can make some room. So the correlation coefficient is is 0.4477, and that just proves that there's a weak positive correlation because it's closer to 0 than it is to 1. And how I found that is you take the sum of the x's, which is the heart rate, then you take the sum of the y's, which is your temperature, and you find the mean of both of them. Then what you have to do is you have to take the x and y combined of their sums and square them, and you got 225.32 by doing that. Then you divide that by the square root of the sum of the y's squared minus the sum of the x's squared. You find the difference between the two, and so that's 2,794.44 minus 90.65, and then that's how I got the correlation coefficient. So I hope that this video helps. This is the middle school math teacher signing out.